table.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you guarantee that the President will not change his mind?
That was one of the first questions we got yesterday. The answer is no. We can only exert our role as a separate and co-equal branch of government, but we can't guarantee what the president may or may not do tomorrow, let alone 2 months from now. On the other hand, we do have some control. Senator Murkowski mentioned through the appropriations process, for example. So the answer is no guarantee, but right now I think our feeling is that the immediate crisis has passed, and these security arrangements that are being discussed, I think, will be fruitful. My frustration is that if the president's concern was national security in the Arctic, those concerns could have been allayed with a phone call to the Greenlandic people, to the Prime Minister and to the Kingdom of Denmark a year ago, or 6 months ago, or 2 months ago. But I wish I could provide a guarantee, but I can't.
Got one more, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, during your stay in Greenland, there are really many Chinese and Russian vessels around the island, according to President Donald Trump.
And that's not true. We've determined that that's not true. That was one of our questions, and it's not true. And it's also not true that the Greenlandic defense consists mostly of sled dogs. We met yesterday with the Joint Arctic Command, and they have significant resources. And between the kingdom and Greenland, there's I think $14 billion of national security investment taking place in this country. So the two statements that somehow Chinese and Russians were circling the island, were present in the oceans, our information is that that's not true, and that the security arrangements are very strong and getting stronger. Sir.
Greenlandic Broadcasting Corporation. I have a question for you, Senator Murkowski. Why don't we see more Republican senators express your view and visit Greenland, as you said to us a couple of months ago?
I'm going to encourage all senators, all members of the Congress to visit Greenland to understand better not only Greenland, but again, how this trans-Arctic alliance is so significant to us in the United States. You're asking about specific party. I was with a delegation in Copenhagen just a couple weeks ago. There were a couple Republicans on that visit. There is there's just a demand on time. We get that. But I will also speak to the fact that there are some members of my party who don't want to be seen as engaging in anything that might be viewed as contrary to President Trump's initiative or desire, and so who may not be speaking out publicly on the issue of Greenland specifically. But I will tell you, I have had more than my share of conversations with fellow Republicans who have said there is a red line when it comes to occupying, owning, controlling, taking over Greenland. Greenland, again, is our friend. They are our ally. We are a NATO partner. We do not take over. We do not invade our NATO allies. And so, while they may not have come out with strong statements, they have made clear to me that to them that is a red line. I'm going to encourage them that they need to be more vocal in reinforcing that, because this should not be a partisan issue. Sovereignty, respect for the sovereignty of another nation, respect for our NATO allies, that should not be Democrat, Republican. It should be just pro-democracy.
Apologies, we do have just time for a few more questions.
From the Danish Broadcasting
Congress is, of course, a very powerful part of the American democracy.
We're continuing to listen in here to an event that is happening now in Greenland as a delegation of U.S. senators there taking questions from the press during one of their visits. We do want to step away for another quick commercial break, but we'll be back out to more of these comments next.